Hello friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started topic-wise current affairs in detailed manner. It means one video on one topic in detailed manner. And today topic of discussion is most important. This is India submits its 7th National Report on Biodiversity to the Convention on Biological Diversity. So this is National Report number 7 or the 7th National Report. It is a mandatory periodic submission by the member nations of the Convention on Biological Diversity. So it serves as a national report card to track the progress towards the 23 global biodiversity targets set for 2030. So in India, this report was coordinated by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and the National Biodiversity Authority, utilizing 142 national indicators to assess the ecosystem health, species recovery and the policy alignment. So let's discuss about the India's 7th national report on the biodiversity. So this is 7th Biodiversity Report. So in March 2026, the Government of India submitted its 7th National Report to the Convention on Biological Diversity, presenting a comprehensive assessment of its progress towards the 2030 Global Biodiversity Goals by the evaluating performance across the 23 national biodiversity targets aligned with the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. This is very important. This is Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So this framework adopted in December 2022 at the Convention on Biological Diversity, or you can say at COP15. And it is a landmark agreement designed to halt and reverse biodiversity loss by the year of 2030, often called the Paris Agreement. You can remember, I think you have listened this so many times, Paris Agreement for Nature. It includes 23 actionable targets, most notably the 30 into 30 goals to protect the 30% land and sea by the year of 2030 and aims to achieve a vision of living in harmony with nature by the year of 2050. You can also see these are the 23 goals which are set by the Paris Agreement for Nature, often called 30 by 30. And Global Diversity Framework includes 4 goals and 23 targets for the achievement by the year of 2030. And the United Nations Biodiversity Conference concluded in Canada, Montreal. So second phase was concluded in Montreal. First phase was hosted by Kunming, which is in China. That's why it is known as Kunming-Montreal Protocol. So the first part of COP15 took place in Kunming in China and reinforced the commitment to address the biodiversity crisis, and the Kunming Declaration was adopted over 100 countries. So it represents the first comprehensive progress assessment since countries adopted the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework in 2022. So just remember, this is Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, and India submitted its 7th Biodiversity Report. So let's discuss about the 7th National Report, which is also known as NR7. So what are the global goals? So we already discussed that the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework targets by 2030 include protecting 30% of the world's land and marine areas, restoring degraded ecosystem and halting species extinction. So it is aligned with the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So the report was prepared by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change with inputs from the 33 ministries and the departments. And the technical coordination was provided by the National Biodiversity Authority with assistance from the United Nations Development Programme under the Global Environment Facility 8 or the Umbrella Program, while research monitoring supported by Wildlife Institute of India. It is situated in Dehradun in Uttarakhand area. And a dedicated NR7 or National Report 7 digital portal compiled information across 142 national indicators used to monitor biodiversity progress, supported by the stakeholders, consultations during 2025 and expert validation workshops conducted nearly in 2026. And we already discussed that India has updated its National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan to fully align with the Kunming-Montreal Biodiversity Framework. So very important, and the revised framework includes 23 national biodiversity targets and 142 indicators forming part of a national biodiversity monitoring system. And the report specially notes that while India has largely completed the planning as well as the policy alignment phase of its biodiversity commitment, achieving the 2030 goals will depend on the effective implementation of actions across the remaining years of the decade, because only 2 of the 23 national biodiversity targets are on track, and forest and the tree cover is only 25.17% of India's total area. We will discuss this. So, national biodiversity targets. So, there are the 4 targets set up under this report. One is the NBT 1. It is the National Biodiversity Target number 1, and first target is aligned with the biodiversity, inclusive land and sea use planning. So, it is supported by nationwide wetland inventories, integrated coastal zone management (ICZM) plans, and eco-sensitive zones around the protected areas. So you can remember the most important point here. India forest and the tree cover area reached to 8,27,357 square kilometer, or you can say 25.17% of geographical area, increasing by 1445.81 square kilometer between 2021 to 2023. This is most important point. 25.17% forest and tree cover area, and total is 8,27,357 square kilometer. So this is very important. And India moved to the 9th position in terms of the total forest area, with forest and tree cover at 25.17% of geographical area, 9th position. And environment approvals have been streamlined through the proactive and responsive facilitation by interactive, virtuous and environmental single window hub known as Parivesh 2.0, a digital platform integrating multiple regulatory clearance process. Very important. Next is NBT 2. This is ecosystem restoration, or you can say in simple language that National Biodiversity Target number 2, which is aligned with the ecosystem restoration, and about 29.77% of India's geographical area faces degradation. That is around almost 97 million hectare faces degradation according to the Desertification and Land Degradation Atlas, while India pledged to restore 26 million hectare by 2030 under the Bonn Challenge, with 24.1 million hectare already restored or under restoration. So target is 26 million hectare by 2030 and it should be restored. But we restored already 24 million hectare, and or you can say it is restored or the under restoration. Now the question arises, what is Bonn Challenge? Bonn Challenge, it is basically a global effort to restore deforested and degraded land. And the Bonn Challenge is a global effort to bring 150 million hectare of deforested and degraded land into restoration by the year of 2020, which is past, and 350 million hectare by the year of 2030. And the 2020 target was launched at a high-level event in the Bonn in 2011, organized by the government of Germany, and was later endorsed and extended by 2030 by the New York Declaration on the Forest in 2014. So earlier target was till 2020, but now target extended to 2030 and it was decided in 2014. And the Bonn Challenge is an implementation vehicle for the national priorities such as water, food security, even rural development, while simultaneously helping countries contribute to the achievement of the international climate change, biodiversity and land degradation commitment. So you have to remember this is very, very important. Indian forest carbon stock also increased to 7,285.5 million tons, or it was earlier 81.5 million tons. While mangrove cover also expanded moderately, and bamboo area also increased by 1540 square kilometer, although land degradation continues across nearly 1/3 of the country. So very important, ecosystem restoration, it is related with the Bonn Challenge. Next is NBT 3. NBT 3, or you can say National Biodiversity Target number 2023. And this is aligned with the ecosystem conservation, aligned with global 30 into 30 goal. So don't confuse with the NBT 2 and 3. Both are different. NBT 2 is ecosystem restoration. This is ecosystem conservation. So ecosystem conservation is aligned with the global target 30 into 30 we already discussed, and India expanded its protected area network covering slightly over 5% only of its geographical area, along with increased maritime protected area, identification of other effective area based conservation measures. NBT 4 is species recovery. Under NBT 4 on the species recovery, India reported 3167 tigers. Again, important data. 3167 tigers, increasing Asiatic lion population, stable or growing one-horned rhino population. The first national snow leopard assessment was also there, and ongoing vulture conservation breeding program was also under the species recovery target. Next one is agroforestry. Agroforestry, tree outside forest, contributes significantly to national tree cover, while agroforestry system occupy about 8.65% of India geographical area, supporting biodiversity in agriculture landscape is. And what are the challenges? Basically, biodiversity monitoring faces issues such as the fragmented data across departments, even absence of standardized measurement methods for the new indicators, limited financial and the technical capacity, and increasing climate impacts, including the floods and the droughts and the forest fires. But you can also remember one important part. This is the Convention on Biological Diversity. The Bonn Convention, the Kunming-Montreal Convention, all comes under the Convention on Biological Diversity. So it is a legally binding international treaty adopted in 1992 at the Rio Earth Summit in Brazil or Rio de Janeiro, and entered into force in the year of 1993. So it prepares under the United Nations Environment Program. Remember, it prepares its report and operates under the United Nations Environment Program. So this Convention on Biological Diversity covers biodiversity at the level of ecosystem, species, and genetic resources, and also addresses biotechnology through the Cartagena Protocol on biosafety. Again, very important, Cartagena Protocol on biosafety. So this biosafety was adopted in the year of 2000, exactly year 2000, enforced in the year of 2003, and it is a legally binding international treaty under the Convention on Biological Diversity that regulates the safe transfer, handling, and use of living modified organisms. So it protects biodiversity and human health from the potential risk associated with modern biotechnology, employing and precautionary approach. So very important. So the Conference of Parties serve as the governing body of the Convention on Biological Diversity, where member nations meet every 2 years to review the implementation progress, set priorities, and adopt work programs. And you can also remember the Secretariat of the Convention on Biological Diversity, headquartered in Montreal, Canada, very important, headed by the Executive Secretary, assist governments in implementing Convention on Biological Diversity programs, coordinating with international organizations, and organizing meetings and disseminating biodiversity information. And latest in the current affair, you have to remember COP 17, Conference of Parties 17, or the Convention on Biological Diversity 17, is scheduled to be held in Armenia in 2026. 2026. So, what is the conclusion of this report? So, India 7th National Report highlights a strong foundation in the policy and success in protecting charismatic megafauna like the tiger. However, the transition from planning to outcome remains slow for over 90% of the national targets. To meet the 2030 deadline, India must bridge the gap between the forest restoration and preventing new land degradation while broadening its focus to include all levels of biological diversity. So you can revise from the single slide that India submitted 7th National Report. This is the Convention on Biological Diversity reports to how we can restore the biological diversity. It is prepared by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it is adopted with a global framework, which is also known as Kunming-Montreal Global Biological Framework, which was adopted in the year of 2020 2. And total 23 biodiversity targets align for the year of 2030. This is also known as the Paris Agreement for Nature. It includes 23 actionable targets, most notably the 30 into 30 goal to protect 30% of the land and the sea by the year of 2030, and aims to achieve a vision of living in harmony with nature by the year of 2050. So total forest cover of India is 8,27,357 square kilometer. This is very important information you have to remember. And total is 25.17% of the geographical area. It increased by 1445.81 square kilometer between 2021 to 2023. And total tiger population is 3,167. Again, important information. Land degradation is 29.77% of geographical area. Again, very important, or you can say around 97 million hectare land is now degraded. So India pledged to restore 26 million hectare by the year of 2030 under the Bond Challenge to restore the land. And we already restored 24.1 million hectare. This is basically not restored, or this is under process of restoration. 24 million hectare out of 24.1, some was restored and some is under restoration. So this is all for today. I hope you liked this video. If you like this video, please press the like button and please share as much as possible. So this is all for today. Please like, share and subscribe our channel, and thank you for watching this video. And you can subscribe our all platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Telegram channel. All the official notifications delivered through the Telegram channel. So just subscribe from the description box link. Thank you guys. Take care and bye-bye.